Premier League football than anyone else. This is BBC 5 Live.
It is 5 Live Drive. Good afternoon. It's 5 o'clock. It's Tony Livesey and Claire McDonald.
Yes, our main story this afternoon. Police search for a suspect after a man is stabbed to death on a train in Surrey.
In sports, Bournemouth signed Liverpool's Dominic Solanke for £19 million.
And on 5 Live Sport from 7 tonight is the Friday Football Social with a preview of all the weekend's FA Cup action, starting with Tranmere against Spurs tonight.
This is BBC 5 Live.
The BBC News then on 5 Live. A man has been stabbed to death on a train in Surrey. A murder investigation's begun after the attack on a London-bound service just after 1 o'clock this afternoon. We can now speak to our reporter who's at the scene, Vicky Carter. Hi, Vicky. I know not much is known about what's happened, but what's happening right now where you are?
Good evening. I'm on Station Road, which is just by Ockham Road South, the main high street, you'd say, in East Horsley. Standing right next to a white satellite van, and the police are just at the corner where stopping anyone and everyone really who's trying to get through to the station. There's a huge tape blocking everyone's path, and I've actually just seen a private ambulance drive past. Members of press were taking pictures of the so-said ambulance, and currently I can see more and more people who haven't heard the news driving up the street and being turned around by the police. I've lived here for 10 years, and this is very unusual for something to happen like this.
And just finally, Vicky, as far as any known facts are, what do we know, and what have people there been saying?
Everyone is, to be honest, shocked and clueless, and to be honest, really confused, because more and more residents in Horsley are actually driving up to the station and haven't heard the news yet, and utterly bewildered that something could happen in Horsley.
OK, all right, Vicky, thank you. Vicky Carter there reporting from the scene.
BBC News at 7, I'm Moira Alderson. A man's been murdered on a train in Surrey. British Transport Police say other passengers were on board when it happened on a service between Guildford and London Waterloo this afternoon. The victim died from a stab wound and the suspect fled the scene.
Vicky Carter is a BBC reporter who is at the scene now. Vicky, what's happening at the moment?
Good evening. Yes, well, I'm standing on Station Road. It's just by Ockham Road South, which runs through the centre of Horsley. The road is roped off right by the station. Members of press and numerous police officers are standing by for the latest developments. I was here 2 hours earlier, where I had noticed an emergency ambulance did pull into the street and head up to the station. Helicopters were flying ahead as well before searching for the murderer. Since then, they have disappeared, however. The London-bound train is still stationary, whilst Guildford-bound trains continue to whiz past Horsley Station.
And you know the area pretty well, don't you? This isn't really what local people expect from the area or expect to happen even.
Yes, I've lived here for 10 years. Those who are still unaware of the news now are continuing to drive up to the station. It's such a quiet, peaceful rural village where you can smile at people on the street and walk around the local woods of Sheepleys just nearby with no problem. It's so unusual for Surrey and indeed Horsley as well, and it's really shocked the community to its core. It is an affluent area with large green open spaces, fields dotted around, and big properties, which I think will make the search even more challenging tonight.
Absolutely. People are still searching for the knifeman. Have police been able to give a description yet?
Police will give a statement in the next hour or so.
OK, thank you very much. Vicky Carter there reporting on the stabbing here in Surrey. We'll have more on the story a little bit later on, and we'll keep you posted throughout the weekend as well.